A longtime part of Lookout Mountain's Buffalo Bill Museum and Grave area is getting a makeover.
Your reporter Andrew Hobner headed up to the foothills to see how it's part of a new vision to tell the story of the American West.
Since last year, the Pahaska building here at the Buffalo Bill Grave and Museum on Lookout Mountain has been closed. It's being restored by Denver Parks and Recreation as they hope to transform it into something new with a new story and a new perspective. The Pahaska building sits empty on Lookout Mountain, a far cry from its old designs, but opening the door for a new future for Denver Parks and Recreation.
I think right now our biggest priority is making sure that we really preserve the historic aspect of this building because it is historic.
The last concessionaire contract here ran out last year, and in that time, DPR has taken a look at how to refurbish the old building.
We had, pretty much 24/7 use of the mechanical systems, the septic systems, all of that, and that was putting a lot of strain on the building. This building is really old.
Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. Instead, the hope is to update it while bringing in some new perspectives.
We've even received, letters from residents just asking, hey, don't close the Pahaska teepee, and that's not what we're doing.
Particularly that of Native American cultures, who played an integral role in Buffalo Bill's famed Wild West shows.
We've realized with the Buffalo Bill Museum, we are starting to tell a more inclusive story.
The concessionaire would serve Native American food and sell items from local Native vendors that would go with a more expansive exhibit at the museum to give the building new life while honoring old history.
We do believe that because, that was a big part of his Wild West show, it just makes sense to make sure to include that story and that narrative as well and make sure it's very thoughtful and inclusive.
Now, there have been requests for interest put out by DPR. It's different than a request for a proposal, for instance. What it means is just seeing who's out there, who's interested in potentially taking over this space, which they hope will be occupied and ready to go by next year. Here up on Lookout Mountain, I'm Andrew Hobner, covering Colorado First.